NBA bombshell. Luka Doncic decides to stay with the Lakers and changes the franchise's destiny. The most anticipated decision of the offseason has finally been made, and it came with impact, strategy, and a clear message. The Lakers' future now has a name and surname. Luka Doncic, the star who arrived in February in one of the boldest trades in recent NBA history, has just signed a 3-year, $165 million contract extension with the Los Angeles Lakers. A move that not only guarantees the permanence of one of the league's most spectacular players, but also seals the beginning of a new era for the most glamorous franchise in world basketball. The renewal confirms what those behind the scenes had already been whispering. Luka is happy in Los Angeles, and more than that, he wants to lead. He wants to be the face, the pillar, and the voice of the new sports project, and that's exactly what the board offered him. The deal, confirmed by senior NBA insider Shams Charania, came as a response to the avalanche of speculations surrounding Luka. After all, he had everything he needed to test the market as a free agent next season. He could have sought a supermax with the Dallas Mavericks, his former team, or even evaluated other franchises with cap space and title ambitions. But the Lakers acted quickly. In just 6 months since the trade, Jeanie Buss, Rob Pelinka, and new owner Mark Walter have built something stronger than money, a relationship of trust. Luka was treated like the centerpiece from day one, and now, by signing this multi-million-dollar extension, he repays that trust with a vow of commitment that echoes throughout the league. He chose the Lakers, he chose the project, and that changes everything. The contract, however, goes far beyond the numbers. Luka gave up an immediate supermax with Dallas, losing millions in the short term. But the plan is clear. The new deal with the Lakers includes a player option clause in 2028, which will allow him to opt out of his contract and sign a new 5-year, $417 million contract. In other words, he can recoup all the lost earnings, and even more, over time. This highly strategic move shows that Luka and his staff are thinking long-term. Instead of chasing numbers now, he wants stability, prominence, and an environment where he can build something great. He chose to win with the Lakers, and he knows that by doing so, the financial returns will come naturally, and in spades. But if the contract is already indicative of his leadership, Luka's actions behind the scenes confirm his new position within the franchise. Even this offseason, he acted like a true roster manager. Sources indicate that he initiated the recruitment process for Marcus Smart and DeAndre Ayton, 2 players who arrived to bolster the rotation and add depth to the roster. Luka wants a competitive team. He wants to share responsibility. He wants to win now. And he's putting his name and influence at the disposal of the board to achieve that. He's not just a generational talent on the court, but a leader who already understands his responsibilities off it. The Lakers know this. That's why they put all their chips on Doncic. And now they're reaping the rewards of that bold decision. And Luka's impact becomes even more evident when we look at the beginning of his career. So far, he has the 6th highest points per game average in the first 7 seasons of a player in NBA history. An impressive feat that puts him alongside the likes of Michael Jordan, Wilt Chamberlain, and Elgin Baylor. Luka isn't just talented, he's historic. And by securing his presence on the roster for at least 3 more years, the Lakers not only secure an elite player, but also an emotional connection with the fans. He plays beautifully, he plays hard, and he plays with passion. Exactly what the Purple and Gold Nation demands. With Luka leading the way and new players arriving, the project is beginning to take shape. But what about LeBron? This is the next chapter that needs to be closely watched. LeBron James remains on the roster, but the transition is clear. At 40, the biggest name of the modern era is gradually seeing his prominence shift. And Luka, with his youth, performance, and now a long contract, is at the center of the project. Coexistence can be rich and symbolic. like the link between two generations. But signs already point to the crown passing, and the coming months will be decisive in understanding how this new Lakers will consolidate. The only certainty? The future has already begun, and it wears purple and gold. If you want to follow every step of this historic rebuild, every behind-the-scenes moment, every strategic move, and every new Lakers signing, sign up now for Los Angeles Lakers information. Here, you'll stay up to date with no delays and with the information every passionate fan needs. Comment below. Do you think Lou will Ka be the definitive new face of the franchise? And LeBron, is there still room for one more chapter? Let's talk, because this story is far from over. Did he choose the Lakers, or is he playing with the fans? An image, a caption, and a simple wall with a logo were enough to set the NBA sidelines ablaze and put Lakers fans on high alert. LeBron James, with his well-known ability to spin narratives between the lines, is once again the center of attention. And this time, the controversy has a name, color, and address: Los Angeles Clippers. That's right. In the middle of the off-season, the number 23 decided to reignite the flame of doubt with an enigmatic post on his Instagram, a phrase charged with emotion and farewell, a seemingly banal photo, but in the background, it featured the symbol of one of the city's biggest rivals. What could LeBron be up to? Is he sending a veiled message? Is this just another marketing ploy to keep everyone on his toes? The fact is, the internet has exploded with theories, and Lakers fans want answers now. The post that shook the NBA: LeBron and the Clippers logo. The image, discreetly posted on LeBron's Instagram, shows the star training in a room with the Clippers emblem emblazoned on the wall. So far, it could just be a coincidence, but the caption raises a red flag. Say what you want, but you certainly can't say I didn't give my best. Let's see what happens when I'm no longer here. Strong, intense words, almost like an omen. Coming from any other player, they might have gone unnoticed. But coming from LeBron, every comma carries the weight of a bomb. The NBA community was quick to react. Experts, insiders, fans, and even former players joined the debate. What did LeBron mean by this? Is he signaling retirement? A trade? Or is he just playing with expectations? This kind of mystery is a hallmark of his career, but now the timing suggests something bigger. The offseason is heating up and the entire league's eyes are on him. The Clairs aussi in dem awards theirs. Beginning, other signs of LeBron's past returned to the fore. This wasn't the first time LeBron used social media to sow doubts. Earlier in the offseason, he also appeared in Ohio, specifically at the Cleveland Cavaliers training facility. For many, it was a clear sign that his history with his hometown team is still alive. Now, by stumbling into a practice session with the Clippers logo visible, LeBron may be creating a new storyline to stir up the league's behind-the-scenes action, or testing the patience of Lakers fans. The fact is, these types of strategic moves often precede big decisions. LeBron has always enjoyed controlling his narrative. Whether it's to pressure management, strengthen his personal brand, or actually consider new directions, everything he does has a reason. And with so many intersecting stories, from Cleveland to their crosstown rivals, the feeling is that something big is coming. And the next chapter could be decisive. So will LeBron stay or leave the Lakers? Officially, LeBron remains firmly on the Lakers roster for the 2025-26 season. His contract is in effect, and with the arrival of Luka Doncic assuming a leading role in the game, LeBron is expected to take on a more strategic role. The front office has also already moved to build a cohesive roster, albeit with salary caps. But as always, when it comes to LeBron, his current contract doesn't preclude potential upsets. He has decision-making power, behind-the-scenes influence, and a voice within the franchise. If there's dissatisfaction, he can ask for a trade. And that wouldn't be a new development in the number 23's career. The question that lingers is, what's the real objective behind these posts? To shake things up? To shake up the front office? Or are we already paving the way for a farewell? The coming days promise answers, or more enigmas. And now, what does the future hold? Even with so many disconcerting signs, trade rumors have cooled in recent days. The chances of placing him in an immediate contender are extremely limited, both due to the salary impact and the weight his presence represents. But that doesn't mean fans can breathe a sigh of relief. The posts indicate that LeBron is thinking about the next chapter and may very well decide how, when, and where it will happen. Meanwhile, the Lakers are sticking to their plan, building around Luka Doncic and keeping LeBron as a key player. However, if there's one thing the NBA has learned, it's that with LeBron James, nothing is predictable. Even a simple image can become the beginning of a new era. And you, fan, and do you think he's just joking? Or is the end of the LeBron era in Los Angeles closer than we think? If you want to know first what's going to happen with LeBron and the Lakers, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell. Here, you can follow every move, every clue, and see. No rumor before it becomes headline news. Because in the world of the Lakers, every detail can change everything. And the story is about to have a new chapter. Stay tuned, because the LeBron James enigma is just beginning.